Hello, 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 everyone, and good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're playing more Solo Crisis League. It's our final attempt at Season 10 period, right? It's Season 10, Round 5. It's our third and final attempt there, so this is it. This is the end of our 10th season, at least for myself. There's still, 2 more days left for anyone else playing? So good luck to all of you, and good luck to me, I guess. Yeah, I'm wishing myself good luck. I could use it, I think. Maybe not. I think we're all right. I think the first game ended with 30 cards left, second one with 20 cards left. We should be okay to stay right around there in this third attempt as well. So, this uses Dark Knight's Metal plus Crisis 1. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy the combination. I really like the first Crisis, and Dark Knight's Metal is a fun addition with a lot of cool things that work a little bit differently in Crisis mode, or at least give you a lot of power in Crisis mode, I should say. So, I'm looking forward to using those, and looking forward to those weakness cards coming out and getting us. So, what are our choices? We have Black Canary and Raven. Now, both of these characters work with villains, and because we're playing Crisis mode, we don't actually gain villains from the lineup. We have to get them from the destroyed pile or the top of the main deck, or all sorts of stuff that are options to us, but we do not by default have access to villains. So with that in mind, let's talk about the two of them and why I'm going with Black Canary. Spoiler alert. So Raven, once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more villains, put a superpower from your discard pile into your hand. I mean, that's great, right? Superpower of your choice into your hand. I was having a hard time thinking of a specific superpower I'd want. There is the one where you can get a character, or Fulcrum Abominus. Now I think about it, Fulcrum Abominus would be really good with Raven. In fact, it might be good enough that I want to change this now. Do I want to change it now? I was planning this whole time to play Black Canary, but the thing is, Fulcrum Abominus is really good. But it's only one card, and I don't think I even saw it in my first game. In the second game, it came up pretty close to the end. And I could then go on to lose that card to something like Collapsing Parallel Worlds or something like that. Alternatively, Black Canary, +1 power for each different villain you play during your turn. So as I get villains of Signature Trenchcoat or certain Crisis cards, we can then go on to get +1 when we play those. I'm going to adjust this camera just a little bit. Just turn it down. That's a little better. A little more. Thank you, thank you. I had to adjust my setup recently and gotta get it back to normal. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. So, regardless, we have 2 villain characters. I originally chose Black Canary, but now thinking about Fulcrum Abominus, I really think Raven's the way to go. So I'm going to change my plan. I had a plan coming into this, like I do with every stream, but just an idea struck right now, and I'm going with Raven. So we're gonna put Black Canary away. I'll adjust the title of the video and the thumbnail later. And I'm looking forward to this, especially if we get Fulcrum Abominus early enough. If we can do that, we're going to have a really strong game with Raven here. Really strong. Just get Fulcrum Abominus. I hope I'm saying that right. It's like Abominus, like Abominable Snowman, I think. And then go ahead and just get as many villains as we can from that destroyed pile in order to use it as often as possible. I think that's a cool plan. That's what we're going with. It is Crisis 1, so we have Arkham Breakout and Impossible Mode Ra's al Ghul in play. What that means for us is that when a villain with an attack enters the lineup, it's going to be like a first appearance attack against ourselves. And what Ra's al Ghul's ability states is that if we don't buy at least 1 card from the lineup during our turn, 2 cards are going to be added at the end of our turn. Not great. All right. Let's get our initial lineup ready. There's 1 attack, 2 attacks, 2 attacks. Each player reveals his hand and discards cards until he contains no duplicate cards. So there goes. We have 1 punch and 1 vulnerability. That's all we can have. And then Strife. Each foe reveals his hand and discards each card with the same name as a card in the lineup. Well, that's impossible right now, but this isn't great. So we spend our 1 power, but we can't do anything with it. So that means 2 cards come out via Ra's al Ghul. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4 power. I'm going to just push my luck a little bit and go Breakthrough. I don't really want to do that. With our 4 power, let's get X-ray vision. It's gonna be a fun way to play this one. Fun way to play it with like a random card in our hand at all times, basically. Ooh, power channeling is good too. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really liking that I went with Raven now. It's starting to. I can see some good things happening. We're gonna get Search the Depths. New card comes out. That's another attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards till he has no duplicates. So that's again another 1-punch turn. That's the end of our turn. 2 cards have to come out because of Arkham Breakout. That's another attack. Man. Each foe reveals his hand and discards each card of the same name as a card in the lineup. Now, none of these cards I own are in the lineup, so it's a very uneventful attack. That's okay. X-ray vision plays the top card of our deck and then returns it. 2 power there. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, what do we want to do with that? We're going to... I'm going with Flight and the Flash. Just 2 draw cards. I want to spend all 6. I was thinking Breakthrough, but the problem is Breakthrough, there's a good chance it shows up with a vulnerability and then it's gone. I'm going to use it and it's going to go away. Which is fine because the vulnerability goes away also, but it's not what I'm looking for right now. Look at the bottom card of your deck. You may put it on top of your deck or discard it. We will discard that vulnerability. We have 2 power, 3, 4, and 5 total. Too bad there's nothing of 2 out there. With 5, we'll go ahead and get Speed Force. Get that defense card. We could use it with the attacks we're dealing with. Can't wait to get Onamar Sin into my hand because he's a strong card, and then he works with Raven. Looking forward to it. All right. Let's play that top card of the deck. Mr. Terrific, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. I am not going to destroy Search the Depths. That's too bad. Well, that's still 2 power. I can draw a card. 3, 4, look at the bottom card. Put it right on top of our deck, yes. 5 power total and a couple vulnerabilities. I'm still not in love with my options here. I guess we will go ahead and say goodbye to Onamar Sin. Get ready for next turn. All right, let's go ahead and draw a card. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll go ahead and get Animal Man. Lots of starters in our deck. It's a good way to use them. If you have Animal Man, you say starter, there's a good chance you draw something. All right, 2 power. Here it is. Let's say starter. It is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're definitely buying a breakthrough there, leaving us with 5. We're going to buy Mr. Terrific because those are both destruction cards, which is what we need right now. We'll start destroying starters, say goodbye to these villains as we do it. It's going to be a good time. Let's draw a card. Let's play Search the Depths. Look at the bottom card of our deck. You may put it on top of your deck or discard it. We're going to discard this vulnerability. We're going to draw another card. And then play the top card of the main deck. 2, we'll say starter, which it is. So, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get another breakthrough. We have 4 left over. We'll use that to say goodbye to Strife here. I'm feeling good. We have a destruction card. We have 2 copies of Breakthrough, which is its own kind of destruction. We're going in the right direction. New card comes out. 10th Metal Mace. Strong defense card. Good to see early. We're going to play this Breakthrough. I'm sorry, play Vulnerability and then play Breakthrough on it for 2 power. And that's gone. Draw a card. 3 and 4. We'll use that to buy Animal Man here. New card out. Ooh, it's got an attack. Each foe put the location he controls into the discard pile. You know what? I am going to defend. It's not an attack that matters. So he's got an attack, she's got an attack, where I put a location I control into my discard pile. I don't control any location, so it doesn't matter. But if I defend with Speed Force, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put any number of cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. I'm going to put both punches and a vulnerability over there. The 2 punches equal the 2 power I would have gotten from Speed Force, and the vulnerability, I might be able to destroy that if Flight happens to draw the right card. If I draw a Breakthrough of Flight, we might be able to destroy that vulnerability. So that's why I went that way instead. We'll start with Animal Man, and he's going to say starter. No, it's Mr. Terrific, though. Okay, we'll draw that. Let's follow up with X-Ray Vision, looking here. 3 power. Oh, man, that's good. So 3/5 power. 6/7, let's look here. We will destroy this. 8, 9, 10. Well, with 10, we're definitely buying Breakthrough. Oh, wait, no, we're buying Nth Metal Mace. We're going all out on an expensive card. I like that. All right, new card comes out. He has an attack. Each foe gains 2 weakness cards. I have no defense. So that's not great. I have to find a way to deal with that. Look at the bottom part of our deck. You may put on top of your deck or discard it. We'll discard this vulnerability. With 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to use that to buy another Breakthrough and say goodbye to Killer Frost. All right, so now we have 2 weaknesses floating around, which isn't ideal. We also have Nth Metal Mace, though, being used to defend against any villain attacks here, so that can be really helpful as well. Assuming we don't get hit. Oh, Starro has an attack. We have 2 weakness. We have 1 in our hand. Discard speed. Let's see. Target. His attack is target foe discards a non-weakness card for each character in their team. We'll just discard Speed Force, which is essentially the same, really. Discard this card to avoid attack. If you do, put any number of cost 0 cards from your discard pile into your hand. There are no cost 0 cards there, so that's that. Start with weakness, and then use Breakthrough on it for 2 power. And then search the depths. Here, we will discard that. And then draw a card. 3 power total. We'll go ahead and buy Flight. You know what? No, we're going to buy Strife. We'll buy Strife. I was thinking Flight. I need it later in the game. But, sorry, I just got distracted by Nth Metal Mace in my hand. I need Flight later in the game, and defense cards are nice right now, but I need to get rid of these villains if we're ever going to beat Arkham Breakout. Ankh Portal. 4, 5, 6, let's say starter. Nope. 7, 8, 9. 9, huh? We're going to get a copy of Starro. At least it gets... Actually, no. We're going to get Ankh Portal, leaving us with 4, which we'll use to buy Breakthrough. I got Ankh Portal because it allows us to get a second character, since we only have Raven right now. And Raven's ability is locked behind villains, but we can't get that unless we, what's the word I'm looking for? Unless we get Signature Trenchcoat. We need that first. There's a prerequisite. John Constantine will help, though. Weakness comes on out, and we're going to use we're going to use Breakthrough on it for 2 power. 2 power, draw a card. 3, 4, we'll say starter. Yep. 5, and a couple vulnerabilities. We'll definitely get John Constantine. I know there's a lot of villains out there I need to get rid of, but that John Constantine card, he's going to destroy some stuff. We have a bunch of starters. We have still 8 starters in here. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I'm just going to take a second look at my hand here. Got some good news here. Ankh Portal is going to rescue Batman for us. We got Mr. Terrific, X-Ray Vision, Flight. Lots of good options here. So a new card has to come out for the turn. Quiver of Arrows. We're going to start with Ankh Portal, who rescues a new character, which is always Batman first. There he is. Get a new character captured. Each time you play a weakness, look at the top card of your deck, destroy it or leave it. Then we're going to use X-Ray Vision. Quiver of Arrows. Look at the top card of my deck. And may discard it. I will not discard that. Instead, I will draw it. And then use Mr. Terrific to look here. I will destroy that vulnerability. So we're at a total of what? 2 power. 3, 4, 5. Not very much in terms of power. But that's still good. We're going to go ahead and buy Flight and a copy of Breakthrough. Now's that part of the game where I start stacking up on breakthroughs. That later in the game, it's not as much of a problem. All right, let's go ahead and draw a card. 2 will say starter. It's not. 3, 4, 8 power. Well, with 8, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to Psycho Pirate and buy ourselves a breakthrough. I like those combinations where I can both get a villain out of the lineup, but still get a breakthrough for ourselves. It's a good time. All right, let's start with John Constantine looking at these two. We're going to take Search the Depths into our hand and discard this punch. I'm sorry, destroy the punch via John Constantine. We're going to go 2 power, and we're going to say starter. Come on, starter card. I'm actually really hoping it's the vulnerability we have left. That's what I want it to be. Nope, it's a superpower. So 2 power, 3, 4, look at the bottom card. We'll put that on top, sure. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do the same thing again, get rid of Psycho Pirate and get a breakthrough. All right. Now, we'll go Animal Man, we'll say starter. It is. And then we'll draw a card. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Goodbye, Avatar of the Rot, leaving us with 4 power, which we'll use to get another breakthrough and a copy of Quiver of Arrows. All right, we're pretty much guaranteed to beat Arkham Breakout, assuming we can get rid of Starro quickly, which I think we can. All right, Vulnerability's out, and then we use Breakthrough on it for 2 power. And that's gone. 3, 4, let's look at the top card of our deck. We will not destroy it. 5 and 6, that's enough to say goodbye to Starro. And we're in a position where as long as we don't get a villain, we should be able to beat Arkham Breakout next turn. It's still pending on if we have 3 punches in our hand, it's not going to be possible. But if we have 5 cards of different name, that's all it takes. 5 cards of different names. And we've got a pretty diverse deck at this point. With what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our starters already destroyed. All right, this is it. This is a hand. Any villains? No villains. So we've got 5 cards with different names. We're going to discard our hand, which ends our first crisis. Arkham Breakout is over. And then we move on to next turn. Now, since we didn't buy a card from the lineup, though, 2 cards do come out. And there's Fulcrum Abominus. That's really good for our strategy we talked about with Raven earlier. It's going to happen. Sorry about that. Black Adam is in play. Search the Depths, looking at the bottom of the card of our deck. We'll put that on top, sure. Go ahead and draw a card. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and get Fulcrum Abominus. Gotta have it. Going to be intrinsic to our plans with Raven. But we need to get some villains to make it happen, so we do need Signature Trenchcoat. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will discard that. Animal Man. We'll say superhero. A hero. Nope. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can say what it is, but it doesn't have a type. Breakthrough cards have no type, so you can't call that one. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to destroy that. With 7, let's go ahead and get ourselves Cyborg 1 million. And a copy of Flight. Another X-Ray Vision. Wow, that's a lot of breakthroughs. 3 power here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to say goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. That's what we're going to do. There is still Black Adam out there, so we're going to have to deal with a villain in the lineup for the next crisis. But we've got a lot of defense cards here, and we're shuffling our deck now. If we can get a good one, like, I don't know, Nth Metal Mace or something, we should be all set to deal with this villain, and hopefully we can deal with the crisis quickly as well. So thirsty today, sorry. Alright. We do have the Flash, so assuming this isn't a crisis that makes heroes useless, we should be okay. Dimension Shift. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck in the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. That's a few villains. All cards in the lineup cost 2 more to buy. To beat, each player needs to reveal the top card of his deck. If any player reveals a card of cost exactly 2, remove this crisis. So our Flights, I think there's 1 in our deck right now. There's also the other copy of Flight, which is cost 2. So there's the defense version of Flight and the Dark Knight's Metal version of Flight. Both cost 2. And we can deal with those as they come up. Then it is Brainiac, who we will defend against. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards. Oh, hold on. Let's shuffle our deck up. I was supposed to gain 2 weaknesses and a new hero. I completely forgot about the Batman Who Laughs. So we're supposed to have a new hero and 2 weaknesses in there. So Mr. Terrific, once during each of your turns. I feel like I should shuffle everything, but then I can't. I already defended and everything. I guess. No, the right thing to do is for me to shuffle everything. Just shuffle everything. So we're going to shuffle the whole set, have a whole new hand, so I might actually get hit by Brainiac. The reason I have to shuffle the whole thing is because, I could have had both those weaknesses show up, and that could have been really bad for me. Oh, there's a weakness, so I guess I put them in upside down. Yep. Good call. I mean, that's really helpful for me. Don't know if it's so fair for the game. So, let's go ahead and do this. Just need 5 cards and hopefully only 1 weakness. And hopefully a defense card. What is going on? It makes it look like I'm doing like sleight of hand here. I swear I'm just shuffling, but every time it keeps showing weaknesses. I got weaknesses up my sleeves. All right. Still got a weakness in hand, but we have no defense. We do have to deal with Brainiac. Each player discards a random card and then destroys the top X cards of the main deck, where X is the cost of that card. Well, with any luck, we discard the weakness. And we'll use that. Say goodbye to Brainiac. So we'll go with, this one here in the middle. It's 3, so then what? Destroy the top 3 cards. So we lost Captain Atom, Multiverse Map, and Al Jordan. Not huge losses. And now we still need to get rid of villains before we could say goodbye to Dimension Shift. We will play Weakness, which triggers Batman to look here. We will destroy this punch. We'll then use Breakthrough on that weakness for 2 power. We're then going to use Mr. Terrific's ability. You may gain a weakness and put it into your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. There we go. And we have to play the weakness, which triggers Batman to look here. We'll not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough on it, though, for 4 power total now. And then we're going to use Search the Depths. Yeah, we'll put that on top. So 2, 4, 6. Draw a card. 7, 8. Let's say starter. Nope. 9. 9 power, huh? Well, we're going to say goodbye to Onimar Sin and and Killer Frost. I can't afford Black Adam. Can't afford Black Adam right now. Yet. Okay. So I can't try and beat... Oh, wait, hold on. I might not be able to afford them either. Everything costs 2 more, so I have 9. Instead of getting those 2, we'll say goodbye to Black Adam only. which costs 7, leaving me with, I guess, 0 power technically, because everything costs 2 more. All right, new card comes out. Gotta play this weakness first. Draw 2 cards, plus 1 power for each character on your team, so we have 3 power. X-ray vision. 4 power and draw a card. John Constantine. We'll take Ankh Portal, leave Mr. Terrific. Five, 6, 7, 8, because I played superpowers. 9, 10, 11. I already know it's there. I don't want to discard it. 12 and 13. All right, well, this costs 7. So 13 minus 7 leaves me with 6. And this costs exactly 6. So that's that. That's over. Wait, since that's over, did this cost 2? No, it did not. Okay. New card comes out. All right, so let's start with Animal Man and say it's a hero. No, it's a cost 2 flight. It's not a hero, so we're going to leave it there. And then we're going to try and beat Dimension Shift. Reveal our card. It costs exactly 2. That's the end of Dimension Shift. You'd be surprised how often it ends like that. It's crazy. We're then going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to draw a weakness and then draw 2 cards. Have to play the weakness, but that triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough on said weakness. That's 4 power total. 8. 9, 10. Let's look here. I'm not going to destroy that. 11, 12, 13, 14 power. That is enough for Brainiac. I'm not going to do that, though. Instead, we're going to go John Constantine, Magic, and a Breakthrough for 13 power. Reason being is that I spent a lot of breakthroughs going through this deck already, and we're about to get 2 more weaknesses once we beat Brainiac. So we could beat him, but we're not set up to deal with the weaknesses. But the new hero would be nice, too. So we are still in that early game where a bunch of heroes is a good idea. It's easy to keep track of them, but once you get in that later game and you can afford a lot of heroes, I at least personally have a really hard time keeping track of everything. We'll start Search the Depths looking at the bottom card. We put it on top of our deck. We'll do that, yeah. We'll then follow that up with a weakness. Gain for Mr. Terrific. Playing it triggers Batman. We're not going to destroy it, but we draw 2 cards. Then we use Mr. Terrific's ability we play weakness, use Mr. Terrific's ability to draw 2 cards when we drew the weakness in the first place. And then we use the weakness for Batman's ability. We will not destroy Mr. Terrific. I don't know what's going on in my throat and voice tonight. I'm really sorry. That's 2 power. We're going to use 4 power here once we destroy it. All right, 4 power. 8, 9, 10, 11. Draw a card. We know what it is. 12, 13, look here. We will not destroy it. 14, 15 power. I can once again afford it. Since it is 15 power, I'm going to get rid of Brainiac and buy a Breakthrough. I want both. So that gets me 2 weaknesses and a new hero. Hal Jordan. That's actually not bad at this point in the game. I wish we had him earlier. The second time you buy or gain a card from the lineup, each of your turns you may destroy a starter you control. I think we've already destroyed, 6 starters? Yeah, we destroyed 6. There's only 4 left, but we can still go further, right? Okay. We have the Flash to defend again. Electromagnetic Pulse. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. That's 1. That's 2. We'll put the third one over here, I guess. Equipment cards lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy an equipment in hand. All right, our new our new villain, Captain Cold. Each player flips his superhero face down. When the villain is defeated, each player may discard a random card. If you do, flip your superhero face up. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. We're defending. What am I talking about? I have the Flash. Discard to avoid attack. If you do, draw 3 cards and then discard 3 cards. We're going to discard our 2 punches for sure and 1 copy of Animal. I'm keeping weakness because it's going to trigger Batman and I can use Breakthrough on it. So it's a good combination. Magician's Corset I can't use, though. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll start out with weakness, triggering Batman. Looking here, I will not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough on it, though, for 2 power. 3/4 hero. Yep. Look at these 2. We'll put Fulcrum Abominus in our hand. We'll leave this here. So we're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and draw 2 cards. Play the top card here. 9. John Constantine again. We'll take this one, leave this one here. 10, 11, 12, 13. I feel like we kind of have to, we have to say goodbye to Lady Blackhawk. So that leaves us at 9. We do have a copy of this. So, we're going to buy this, leaving us with, 8? Yeah, we'll play this for 1 power, bringing us back up to 9. We'll buy another Breakthrough, bringing us down to 6. We'll buy Bow Staff, bringing us down to, no, we'll buy Power Channel, bringing us down to 0. That's how we're going to play it. Oh, and we didn't control any starters, or we would have used Hal Jordan there. All right. That's pretty good. We didn't get rid of Electromagnetic Pulse. That's true. But we did do other things. I think we destroyed a weakness that turn. There we go. We have Quiver of Arrows set up this turn. There's no villains in the lineup, so we're going to just start our turn by destroying Quiver of Arrows to end Electromagnetic Pulse. That's just over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I buy 2 cards, it is going to trigger Hal Jordan. I don't need the flights anymore, though. Flights are pretty much only needed for Dimension Shift, which we've already had. So we'll buy Bow Staff for 3, leaving us with 5. And we'll buy Kendra Saunders, leaving us with 1. But that does trigger Hal Jordan to destroy the punch over here. That's good. That's good. Good. New card comes out. Bunch of flights out there. All right. Start with Magician's Corset, 1 power, and draw a card. 2, 3 starter? Nope. Well, we're going to use Mr. Terrific to put a weakness in our hand and draw 2 cards. There we go. Play the weakness, triggering Batman. And look at this. We'll destroy that punch. Destroy that weakness. Nice. So I saw there was a Breakthrough on top of my deck, and then I went ahead and used Mr. Terrific's ability. That's how that worked. So 2, 4, 5 of Mr. Terrific. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to say goodbye, Captain Cold, which leaves us with 2 power. Get us 2 weaknesses. And rescue a new character. It's the Flash. You play a defense card, draw a card, once per turn. All right, so 12. 2 power left over. 3, 4, 5, and 6. If we buy 2 cards from the lineup, we can destroy one of those punches. So we will buy 1 flight. We'll buy both flights. That's 2 cards bought, which means we can destroy a punch. We use this turn via Hal Jordan. That's good. That's good. Okay. Feeling good. Things are going quite well. We haven't even used Raven's ability yet, though. Light's going to be nice. I don't know if I can do anything about these weaknesses. Let's see. New Crisis. Untouchable Villain. At the start of your turn, put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. If it's not a villain, discard a card. which means we can do that before weaknesses. That's good. Hades. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup, gain weaknesses equal to the cost of one of those cards. We're going to defend with Flight. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from the discard pile on top of your deck. We're going to put a Breakthrough on top of our deck, I think, because we need it. We need it. So Hades is taken care of. New card comes out for the turn. And then, so at the beginning of your turn, put a card on top from the, put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. If it's not a villain, discard a card. It's not a villain, so I have to discard a card. We're going to discard a weakness. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And then to beat it, I need to, what? Destroy 8 costs with the cards in my hand. Can't destroy cards of cost 0. Very well. It's our turn. Weakness is played. That triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy it, but we will use John Constantine to look at these two. We'll put Flight in our... No. We'll put Breakthrough in our hand. Play it for 2 power, destroying said weakness. And then play a top card of the main deck. 3-4, and we'll say Superpower. Draw a card. Look at the top card I may discard it. We'll leave it there. So 4 power is all we got. If I do buy 2 cards, though... Oh, I don't have any starters here. We're good. We'll just go ahead and buy another Breakthrough, because we just used one, so we'll just kind of break even on the breakthroughs. New card comes out for our turn. Then we have to add a card for Untouchable Villain. It's not a villain, so we have to discard a card. We're going to discard... We'll discard Power Channeling. I don't want to risk that one. Alright, I'm going to start with the Flash, drawing a card. We'll use power... Sorry, search the depths, look at the bottom, discard it or leave it on top. We'll discard that. Wait, no, we'll leave it there. What am I talking about? Yeah. Animal Man says, gonna say it's a hero. Perfect. And then it's draw 2 cards, plus 1 power for each character on our team. So right now we're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. Oh, and the Flash triggers the Flash. We can draw 3 cards, actually. We're at 9 power, and we're drawing 3 cards. Let's use John Constantine real quick. We'll put Kendra Saunders in our hand. We'll leave this here. Use the other John Constantine. Look at here. We'll put Quiver of Arrows in our... No, we'll put Bowstaff in our hand. Leave this here. So we're at 9 power still. We're going to destroy X-Ray Vision and Kendra Saunders because that's going to end Untouchable Villain. That's 8 costs worth of cards at the end of Untouchable Villain. Still at 9 power, though. 10, 11, plus 3 is 14. 15, 16, look here. We will not destroy that. 16. I mean, I have dreams of beating Hades, but I think we're going to do like a restock this turn. So we're going to buy House of Mystery, leave it 12 power. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on today. 12 power, we'll use that to buy Warcry, leaving us with 8. Breakthrough, leaving us with 5. And we'll get a copy of X-Ray Vision back because we just destroyed ours. All right, new card comes out. There's our signature trench coat. That's going to allow us to get villains and start using Raven's ability. First up, we have to play Weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, we will not destroy that. Let's go 1. That triggers the Flash because it's a defense card to draw a card. Let's go Quiver of Arrows, looking at the top card. We will leave it there. 2 and draw a card. 3, 4, because we're going to destroy that weakness with it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty good. If we buy 2 cards, though, Hal Jordan can destroy the punch. So we're definitely buying Signature Trenchcoat, leaving us with 5. And we'll buy Plastic Man. No, leaving us with 5. We'll buy a Flight, leaving us with 3. That is triggering Hal Jordan to destroy the punch, and we'll use the remaining 3 to buy another breakthrough. And that's awesome. That's really good. We're in a good place. I think, is that the last starter? That is. We are all out of starters. So Hal Jordan is useless. If we lose characters to weakness, Hal Jordan's the first to go now. Okay. Gotta put a new card out. Power of the Red. Power channeling. Reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck plus power equal to their combined VP. That is 3 power. Let's go 4 or 5. We'll say it's a hero. Oh, it's a weakness. Not great. Anything I can do about that? Not right now. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Huh. We'll get Animal Man, leaving us with 5, and we'll get Breakthrough, leaving us with 2. Nothing we can spend that 2 on. Leads us to move on. We know there's a weakness there. That's what we just saw on top of our deck. That's what's coming to us. Oh, we got 2 weaknesses. We have to play them. One goes back on top, one goes to the score pile, and then we're going to let Hal Jordan get captured because we can't really use them. Can't really use them. You know what? I played flights that last turn. If I played 1 flight, I could have used it to buy... If I remembered Flash's ability, I would have drawn the weakness, and we wouldn't have lost a character this turn. So now we're reaching that step where I guess that's where it is, right? That 5 hero point. That's where I start forgetting my abilities. The card comes out. It's another villain. We know that. Wow, there's some really strong cards. House of Mystery is down. And then we're going to use Fulcrum Abominus. Actually, no, we're going to use John Constantine, revealing these 2. We'll draw Animal Man, leave Flight. That does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card anyway. We'll draw another card because of Magician's Corset. We get 4 power now from Bowstaff. 5 triggers the Flash to draw a card. Draw a card. We're going to draw 2 cards. All right, sorry, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll get rid of this, bring us down to 6. We'll get rid of this, bring us down to 4, and gaining a weakness. We'll buy Breakthrough, bring us down to 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's say hero. Nope. 11, 12. With that 12, I think we are going to say goodbye to Hades. I think it's a good time to do that. All right, so we get 2 more weaknesses. It's not great, and we get to rescue a new character. I don't want Hal Jordan back. I want whatever the other one is. Kendra Saunders it is. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more villains and or heroes, plus 2 power. That goes great with Raven's ability, obviously. But we haven't been able to use that yet. Haven't had the villains. New crisis, Identity Crisis. Each player flips a superhero face down. Players cannot avoid the supervillain's first appearance attack. To beat, each player must discard plus 6 power worth of cards from his hand, then flip your superhero face up. Then it's Black Manta. Black Manta costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. Each player puts all equipment from his hand into the lineup. Well, there's no equipment in my hand, so that's that. New card comes out. We're going to start... How do I want to handle this? We'll do power channeling, revealing these 2. That is 5 power. Okay. I'll return those in any order, right? Yeah, we'll put that there. Thank you. 5 power is good. Good. Let's go 6, 7, looking at the... Oh, and because that triggers House of Mystery, we draw a card. think we just want to end this. We'll get rid of a breakthrough, search the depths, and cyborg. Those are discarded, right? Yeah, so we discard those to defeat Identity Crisis. Getting our heroes back. So we're at 5 power. 6, 7, and draw a card. 8, 9, look here, we may destroy it. Yes, we will destroy Flight. There's enough of those floating around there. 10, 11 for breakthrough. We'll go ahead and buy Bow Staff, bringing us down to 8. Buy Phoenix Cannon, bringing us down to 5. We'll buy Breakthrough for ourselves, bringing us down to 2. A Detective Chimp, bringing us down to 0. All right. I already forgot to check for Kendra Saunders. She's just fresh off the boat, and we're here forgetting. We do have 8th Metal Sunblade available to us. So we're going to start with Signature Trenchcoat, and now we can start getting villains from the destroyed pile. Pretty sure it's Onamar Sin, but you know what else? There's a strong argument to be made for either Lady Blackhawk or Black Adam for his defense ability. We're going to go with Black Adam because just like Onamar Sin, he's 3 power, but he's also got a defense. He doesn't have metal, but that's okay. Oh, he costs 6. We can't get him. He's off the table. We'll take Onamar Sin then. 3 power. Cool. All right, we have no power right now. We'll play X-Ray Vision. Looking here. 1 power and draw a card. So we're at 1, 4, because of House of Mystery, we draw another card. Draw another card. So let's use John Constantine looking at these two. There's that. I guess Flight, and then we'll use Animal Man to say it's an equipment, because it is. And then we're going to use Quiver of Arrows to look at the top card of our deck. Where are we power-wise? We're only at 2 power after all this. Let's see, I guess Kendra Saunders does trigger getting us to 4 power. No one else has any abilities that help us right this second, though. And we're using Quiver of Arrows to look here. We'll leave that there. We're going to draw a card. 5, 6, we're going to say it's a hero. It is not. We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness into our hand and draw 2 cards. Please don't have a second weakness. All right, nice. We have to play said weakness, which triggers Batman to look here. We will destroy this weakness. Use Breakthrough on the one we just played, getting us to 8 power. That's a good combination. Use that 8 power to buy 8th Metal Sunblades. We're at 0 power. And then it's just 2, 3, 4 power. We'll use that to buy Power of the Red. No, we'll get another Breakthrough because we just lost one. I feel good about that. Yeah, that went well. Rabbit Robin is out. We're going to start with the Flash drawing a card. Ooh, it's a weakness which we have to play immediately. And he does trigger the Flash's ability to draw a card, so we're going to try. Please don't be a weakness. Okay. And then Detective Chimp looks at the next 3 cards and discard any number of it. We're going to discard none of these. We're going to discard none of these cards. What can I do to draw a card? Okay, we got Warcry here, so that's 3 power now and draw a card. 4, 5 when we destroy this weakness. How can I just draw another card? I don't have anything expensive enough. At 5 power, 6, 7 because of Kendra Saunders. Let's get rid of Rabbit Robin. Bring this down to 5, and we'll get a weakness for that. 6, 7, 8, 9 power. We'll We'll go ahead and get a Captain Atom. We just don't have a use for him right this second. Now I know we've got a weakness in this hand. It's not great. Another Rabid Robin. They're everywhere. Gotta play the weakness, which triggers Batman's ability. We will not destroy that. Search the depths. Sure. Let's look at the bottom. Yeah, we'll put that on top. 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, Rabid Robin. Get another weakness. Bring us down to 3 power. And reveal the top 2 cards here. Electrum and Search the Depths. We'll put that there, sure. So again, we're at 2, 5. I didn't actually look at the power. 6, 7. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. 8, 9. We're going to say, was it a hero? I forgot what it was. But we can then use John Constantine here. We'll do Magician's Corset. 10, drawing a card. 14. We'll use that to say goodbye to black mana. Get another breakthrough with our remaining 3. And get 2 more weaknesses, which there's a bunch floating around now, so I'm actually kind of concerned that we're about to lose a hero again. We do get to rescue another hero. We know who it is. It's our sacrificial Hal Jordan. Not much to say about that other than we're kind of stuck with him till the end, basically. He's going to be our sacrificial character, which is good, right? I mean, that means we don't lose the characters we really don't want to lose. Most of the time, Hal Jordan will be an option. So that's the optimistic view. No weaknesses in hand, but you know what? No defenses either. So a new crisis is World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. Okay, I think we can handle that because we have Fulcrum Abominus here. We should be okay. Our new villain, Lex Luthor. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player gains X weaknesses, where X is equal to the highest VP among cards in your hand. That's 2 more weaknesses. That's too many weaknesses. That's a lot of weaknesses floating in my deck right now. We are in risky territory, my friends. Risky territory. He's going to do that every turn until we get rid of World Domination. Well, there's no villain, so we're going to try and beat World Domination right now. You know, actually, we'll start with Mr. Terrific. Look at the top card. He may destroy it. I will not. We'll go ahead and beat World Domination by destroy the top card of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater, which it does. So World Domination's over. We don't have to deal with that attack every turn at least. That does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. All right. Draw 2 cards and plus 1 power for each character on our team. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. And we're drawing 2 cards. And there's a ton of weaknesses in here. Like, we're in dangerous territory. Not a single one. I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. So we're at 8. What to do? 9, 10. And we're going to use that to put... Sure, we'll get Plastic Man into my hand. We're only at 8 because that actually doesn't do any power. I forgot about that part. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 triggers the Flash to draw a card. Draw another card. 15, 16, draw a card. 17, 18, I control enough to get to 19, 20. How do I want to handle this? There's a part of me that wants to go for Mr. Terrific because I have the breakthrough in hand, but I don't know what else. I'm not going to... I might get a second weakness. Like, I don't need the power. I was just hoping to find a way to get another weakness out so I could destroy it. But I guess I'd only destroy 1 now I think about it. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm not going to play the breakthrough yet. We'll get rid of Lex Luthor. 26 minus 11 brings us down to 15, rescuing a new character. It's Superman. Okay, that's really good news. Superman is great news. Okay. So we're at 15. We're going to use now Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness into our hand to draw 2 cards. There it is. So we play 1 weakness. It's 16 via Superman. 7, first one. All right, sorry. That triggers Batman to look here. We'll not destroy that. 17 via Superman. There we go. 18, 19 when I destroy a weakness. 19's a lot. We're going to buy Electrum. So that's 3. That's 16. That's enough to buy 5 breakthroughs. I'm going to do all 5, honestly. Because that's a lot of extra cash we got floating around there. Extra power. And there's so many weaknesses right now that I really need them. I really do. But that Superman's going to be a huge help in getting us through this. Because he has the ability to allow us to have 3 weaknesses instead of 2, which will get our heroes captured. All right, none in our hand, but we do have a defense card, so that's good. No weaknesses in our hand. A death in the family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. That's fine. We really don't like those Dr. Fate cards anyway. Each player must destroy a defense card in hand. Maybe I won't use Speed Force. We'll see what the attack is before I decide. Atrocitus. Each player puts his hand under a superhero. If you avoid this attack, put a random card from your hand under your superhero. When this villain is defeated, discard those cards. We're going to defend with Speed Force. Discard this card to avoid attack. If you do, put any number of cost 0 cards from your discard pile into your hand. We're going to put 1 cost 0 card, this weakness, into our hand. Because, actually, no, we can do 2 weaknesses. We can afford a second one. Because of Superman, we can afford 2. The reason being is that we have 1 breakthrough at our disposal. So we can destroy 1, and we'll get 2 power via Superman for that. So since I avoided the attack, I think it's a random character, a random card. It's a random card under your superhero. When this villain is defeated, discard those cards. All right. Do this one. It's Flight that we discarded. Very well. So this is out of play until we beat Atrocitus. New card comes out. We have to destroy a hero in the lineup. And to beat this, I must destroy a defense card in my hand. But we're going to play 1 weakness, which triggers 1 power from Superman, and then triggers Batman to look at this card. I will not destroy it. All right, 2nd power from Superman. And then 3, 4 once I destroy those. At least one of them. So that's 4 power. 5, 6, let's look at the bottom. Sure, we'll put that on top. Look at this, I can't really do anything with it. With 6 power, nothing I really want to do. I guess we'll buy 1 breakthrough. I will buy 1. I'm not going to buy... I will buy both. There's just so many weaknesses right now. Alright, there's none in my hand, though. New card comes out. There's a hero to destroy in the lineup, so that's fine. So to get through this, I do have to get rid of a defense. Let's see if we can get there. Let's start with X-Ray Vision. Let's play this card. 2 power. Okay. Draw a card. Ooh, gotta play that, which triggers Superman to get the 3 power, and then we can use Batman. Looking here, we will not destroy that. We use John Constantine next, revealing these 2. We're going to put Breakthrough in our hand and leave John Constantine there. We're then going to use that Breakthrough on weakness to get to 5 power. And then 8th Metal Sunblade, reveal the top 4 cards. 1 card of each type into your hand, discard the rest. It's just these 2. We have to discard the weaknesses because they don't have a card type. So power-wise, I think we're only at 2. That would have triggered House of Mystery to draw a card. And then John Constantine's up, looking at these 2. Put Animal Man here. 3, 4, we'll say it's an equipment. We're going to give up flight for a death in the family. So we destroyed, so it's 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only have 4 total. But we get to 8 with Nth Metal Sunblade. You know, we're going to use Superman's ability. I'm sorry, we're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability. We're going to gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. Playing 1. So, sorry, 2, 6, 7, 8. Playing 1 weakness gets us to 9. Second, and triggers Batman. Looking here, we will not destroy that. 10, we're still not going to destroy it. 11, 12, and we destroy that one. 13, 14, it's a hero. 15, 16, superpower? Yeah. 19, 20. That's a lot. Okay, we'll say goodbye to Atrocitus, which leaves us with 9. We're definitely buying Magic, which leaves us with 4. And Breakthrough, leaving us with 1. So since we got Atrocitus, we do get 2 more weaknesses. But we have so many of these Breakthrough cards now, I'm actually not too nervous. We'll see if that's actually the case. If I'm too confident right now, we are going to get a new character. It is Deathstroke. When you destroy a card, draw a card. Once per turn, sorry. Once per turn when you destroy a card, draw a card. That's good. That's really good. All right. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this deck. I think we bought 7 breakthroughs during that turn. We destroyed quite a few weaknesses along the way, though. Actually, I don't think we're shuffling at all. I think we have enough here. We do. We have 2 weaknesses here, but that's not enough because we've got Superman. So let's see what happens. First up, our new crisis is Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. To beat, each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. Okay, we're going to beat this right away. Parallax. Each player reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or less. Oh no, I was going to beat Rise of the Rot right out of the way with the weaknesses in hand. But then Parallax attacks and I lose everything. So that's not great. New card comes out. I can't reveal one from my hand, so we gain one. Yeah, we gain a weakness. That's crazy. All right, Magician Course is going to draw a card. And then because of House of Mystery, we draw a second card. I'm hoping we draw a weakness, honestly. Let's draw a card. It is a weakness. So to beat, each player must discard a weakness card. We're going to discard this weakness to end Rise of the Rot. So that's that. And we're at 1 power. Revealing 2 cards. 3 power. And then get a card from the destroy pile. Oh, another Onomarson, maybe? Lady Blackhawk, perhaps? Can't get Starro, can't get Avatar of the Rot. Yeah, it has to be different villains, so we're going to go with Lady Blackhawk. And I still have 3 power. We'll use that to buy Phantom Zone Projector. Another defense card, always good. Get ready for our next turn. Come on, let's do this. Wow, none in our hand. I was really hoping that we'd see a... Not going to happen, I guess. We will start with Nth Metal Sunblade, 4 power. Allows us to draw a card because of House of Mystery. Also allows us to draw a card because of the Flash. I gotta play this, get into 5. 6, 7 when we destroy it. Oh, also it triggers Batman. We will not destroy that. 8th Metal Sunblade, though, yes. That's a pretty easy choice. So again, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we can draw 2 cards. Oh, you know what? We destroyed a card. We destroyed a weakness. So we can draw a 3rd card. All right, so sorry, we have 2, and then 3 because of Superman earlier. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15 power, really? All right, well, we're going to get rid of Parallax, leaving us with 2 power, getting us 2 weaknesses. And another hero. Aquaman. He needs superpowers. He needs superpowers and villains. Okay. Let's draw a card. 3 power, because the Superman also triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy it. We will destroy this, though. 4, 5. Detective Chip looks at the next 3 cards. We're going to discard both weaknesses here. You know what? No, we'll discard just 1 weakness. And we'll use Mr. Terrific's ability to draw. You know what? No, we won't. We'll use Electrum. Put a hero into our hand. Hero, villain, or metal card. Got a metal card here. 6, 7. Yeah, 8 power total. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14. And let's get search the depths into our hand. 15, 16, let's look at the bottom card. We'll put that right on top of our deck. With our 16, we're going to buy 5 more breakthroughs. It sounds crazy, I know, but we are just swimming in weaknesses, and we're burning through these breakthroughs. Constantly using them. Luckily, Superman's ability is kind of keeping us afloat. Haven't ended up with 3 weaknesses in hand. But, I mean, we've gotten close a few times. We got 2 this turn. New weakness new crisis is Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the same cost in your hand. That's great because these weaknesses will go away. Then, that is a special to beat. I think it's discard the top 3 cards of your deck at the start of your turn. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this price of each of those cards that's cost 1 or greater. Now, they're both at the start of your turn, so you can do them in whatever order you please. And our new villain, Deathstroke. Each player destroys a hero, superpower, and equipment in hand. We have no defense, so I have to destroy Animal Man and Magic. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, we're going to try and beat... Well, we have to put a card out. There's no villain, so we're going to try and beat Wave of Terror, which was... Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this price of each of those cards that's cost 1 or greater. They do, so Wave of Terror is just over. That's really good. Now we play a weakness, which triggers Superman for 1 power and triggers Batman to look here. We will destroy Flight, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Oh no! Which plays all 3 weaknesses. So the second one gets a 2 power. Triggers Superman, which we will use to destroy this. And then the third one, again, triggers Batman. We won't destroy that. This gets discarded. 1 card goes back here. These go over here in the score pile, and we're going to lose Hal Jordan. That's okay. Hal Jordan's sacrificial at this point anyway because we don't have any starters. We just don't. New card out. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Superman for 1 power. Also triggers Batman to look here. We will destroy that weakness. I love seeing that happen. Really do. So that's 1 power. 2, 3 when we destroy that. Boom. Let's do John Constantine looking here. Put the flash in our hand. Leave this here. That does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card anyway. Play X-Ray Vision. 3, 7, and each player draws a card. 8 and 9, let's say Hero. Nope. But we will draw a card. We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to get a weakness into our hand to draw 2 cards. Gotta play this for 10 of Superman, triggering Batman. I'll look here. Will not destroy. 11-12, destroying this weakness. Look at the top card. We may discard. We will. We'll get rid of Deathstroke, leaving us with 2 power, getting us 2 weaknesses and rescuing the hero. Oh, hero of choice, huh? We'll try to rescue Wonder Woman for sure, yeah. So we're at 2 power. If I control 2 or more equipment or superpowers, which I do, draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. Very well. Okay. I guess we'll discard these 2. Okay. We already used Mr. Terrific. We do get the 4 power of Kendra Saunders. Don't get anything for that one yet. Haven't played a defense card. Okay, I'm just making sure I hit all the abilities here. With the 4 power here, we're going to go ahead and get... We'll get 1 more breakthrough. I know it seems like a lot of breakthroughs. I'm a little skittish about all the weaknesses we're flying through. Superman's helping, but I'd argue that all of these breakthroughs I'm getting are helping too. Using them up, burning through them. All right, we have no defense in hand, so we have to deal with whatever happens here. Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. Superpowers lose all text and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in hand. Okay. Dark Side. He costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Well, there's a few of those we can buy. Each player puts all superpowers from his hand into the lineup. There are none in my hand. I was thinking about how unfortunate that was because of Kryptonite Meteor, but I guess it's going to be fortunate. We're going to start with John Constantine. Looking at the top 2 cards, drawing one, and either leaving the other one or destroying it. All right. I'm hoping that we can destroy a weakness this way. I really am. Okay, how do we want to handle this? I'm actually going to put the weakness in my hand and leave the breakthrough there. That does draw a card anyway because of House of Mysteries. It doesn't really make a difference. We play the weakness, which gives us the 1 power of Superman. Triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. We get the 3 power when we destroy said weakness. 4, 5, let's say it's a hero because we know it is. 6, look at the next 3 cards. We're going to leave those there. We'll discard Bowstaff. 7, 8, 9. We're at 10, 11 because of Kendra Saunders. You know what? We're going to do Mr. Terrific. We're going to draw a weakness to get 2 cards. 12 triggers by triggering Superman and then Batman. We'll leave that there. 13 of Superman looking here. Leaving it there. 14, 15 destroying that weakness. 16, 17 destroying that weakness. 18, 19 total. We'll get rid of black mana, leaving us with 16. We'll get Hyper Time, leaving us with... oh, you know, we never triggered Deathstroke. Well, we are at 10, 11, 12. I think that's everyone. So 12 power. We'll get Escape, bring us down to 10. We'll get both power of the Reds, bring us down to 2. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't use... That's right. I never saw a whole superpower that whole time. That's crazy. All right. So we have to play a weakness, which triggers Superman for 1 and Batman will look here. We will not destroy that. We will not. And then I'm going to destroy this flight to end Kryptonite Meteor. No need for that anymore. So that's 1. 2 triggers the flash to draw a card. 3, draw a card. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Play this to get the 4, which triggers Batman to look here. Will not destroy that. 5, 6, we can look at the bottom card here. We will put that on top. Hero, villain, or metal card into my hand, huh? John Constantine it is, looking here. Get Breakthrough into my hand, leave Speed Force there. 7-8 when we destroy this weakness. 9-10, I could destroy this. I will not. For 10, we'll buy both of the superpowers there. Pretty good. We only got 1 weakness so far, moving over to our discard pile. Through these 2 pretty big turns. Oh, we could have done Wonder Woman, I think. I have to remember Wonder Woman. I really like that ability. All right, so there's no superpowers, which should really help with Darkseid. And, of course, 1 gets added. All right, we trigger a weakness for Superman, getting 1. Batman gets to look here. We'll leave it. 2, 3, look at the bottom card here. Yeah, we'll put that on top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we can draw 2 cards. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, and we can discard 2 cards. Draw a card, and that triggers the flash to draw another card. So we're still at 12. 13, 14 when we destroy that weakness, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We'll leave that there. Play a top card of the main deck. 15 and draw a card. Reveal the top 4 cards of our deck here. 1 of each type into our hand. Discard these 2. Let's get another villain from the destroyed pile. It's got to be another different one, because because we need to play different villains to trigger Raven. So we'll get Killer Frost. Still at 15. Use Captain Atom to get this into my hand. Get rid of Darkseid for 10, leaving us with 5, which does get us 2 weaknesses and another hero. We also have enough to trigger Aquaman to get us to 6. So we're at 6 power. And I think we've used every single hero this turn except Raven. 7, 8, 9 power. 12, 16. 16's a lot of power. I really do want Signature Trenchcoat, but I think it might not be a good time. Don't want the Rot. That can be dangerous, as I saw last game. I guess we'll just buy a bunch of breakthroughs again. 16 power allows me to buy 5 breakthroughs. I need to get 2 weaknesses. Did I do that already? I actually don't know if I did. Shoot. I don't know if I got those weaknesses. We're just going to gain them just in case. That's unfortunate. Okay. Huge deck, but we're moving through it quickly. All right, new crisis. Final countdown. At the start of your turn, put a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. To beat, players must destroy cards in the lineup of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Very well. New villain. The Joker. Can we defend? We cannot. Each player puts a random card from his hand. Actually, this is different for solo. Discard a random card. If it's cost 0, gain a weakness and repeat. Ah, it does. So we gain a weakness and we repeat. That's not good. Not good at all. All right, new card comes out, which is a villain. We have to add a card for our turn. We're going to add power channeling. I think that's the best thing to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to start with Mr. Terrific's ability, put a weakness in our hand, and draw 2 cards. These can't both be weaknesses. Okay. Play the weakness, triggers 1 power from Superman, and then allows us to use Batman. We will not destroy that. We will destroy the weakness, though. So that's 3 power total. 6 power because of Court of Owls out there. Getting rid of that brings us down to 1 power. Oh, we destroyed a card for Deathstroke, drawing a card. And then we'll use these 2. Yeah, I'll put this in our hand, and we will destroy Phoenix Cannon. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. So we're still at 4 power. No, we're at 1 power left over. That's right. 2, 3, 4, 5 because of this. 6, 7, and we can draw a card. I'm almost thinking I should really buy that second signature trench coat. I don't know. Seven and 4 gets us to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to buy 5 breakthroughs, and I'm going to stop there. We should be breakthrough'd out. We should have plenty of breakthroughs. We shouldn't have to worry about too much about weaknesses. I know it's not going to generate a ton of power for a while. But that might just carry us through the end of the game. All right, new card comes out. We have to add a card from our hand. We're going to add Fair Play. Starting with, we'll start with Electrum. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into our hand. I'm thinking, yep, it's John Constantine. So let's look at these 2. We'll draw Detective Chimp. We'll leave Breakthrough there. That does trigger House of Mystery to draw a card anyway. And then we use Detective Chimp to look at the next 3 cards. Discard any number of them. I don't think I want to discard any of these. That's a pretty good hand for next turn. All right, so we're at 1, 2, 3 triggers the Flash to draw a card. Oh, we can use that. I won't use that. No, we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not much going on here. Oh, I can use Wonder Woman's ability to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I guess we'll discard these 2. 13. Not really anything I want to spend it on, though, so it's kind of a waste. Moving on. I'm nervous now that I went overboard with those breakthroughs, but we should be okay, I think. First one's up, triggering Superman. 1 power, looking here for Batman, leave it there. Second one, 2 power. Look at Batman, not going to do it, that's right. Let's use Power of the Red to discard this and draw a card. There we go. 3, 4 power, destroying a weakness, triggering Deathstroke to draw a card. 5 power, triggering Flash to draw a card. John Constantine looking at these 2. Let's get Magician's Course in hand, leave this here. 6 and draw a card. That does trigger Wonder Woman. We can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We're going to discard these 2. No flights, thank you. I think we'll just stop there. I don't really plan on buying anything. I think I actually forgot to put a card out there that turn. So I think we had Signature Trenchcoat out there from the beginning of the turns. I'm just going to put that out there to make it fair. New card comes out. To add a card from our hand. We'll add Power of the Red. Gotta play the weakness. 1 power from Superman, then Batman gets to use this. Will not destroy it. 2, 3, look at the bottom. Yeah, we'll put that on top of our deck. And then 8th Metal Sunblade looks at the next 4 cards. 1 of each type into our hand. Weaknesses don't have a type. So that's 2, 3. That triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. Gotta play that for 4. Batman, nope. 8, draw a card. Look at the top card, I may discard it. That should trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard this and this. Destroy one of those weaknesses. Get into 9, 10. Is that the first time we destroyed a card this turn? It is. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Ooh, play this, get into 11. Triggering Batman to look here. Leave that there. 12 and draw a card. 13, 14 when we destroy that weakness. That's good. 15, 16, we'll say hero. Nope. 16's a bunch of power. We're going to get a Signature Trenchcoat back, and we'll buy a copy of Steel. I'm not going to buy any more breakthroughs for a bit. Should have plenty of them in here. It's just being smart about using our deck to get through them. All right, new card comes out, and we have to add one from our hand. I have to add Fulcrum Abominus because I think it's the only 7 right now. So 7, 6. Put these in order. We have 7 and 6 over here. I don't think that we have any 5s. We have a bunch of 4s. And we have a 3 and a 2. So we have 5. So start my turn with weakness for Superman. It's 1 power, triggering Batman to look here. We'll leave it there. 2, 3, we're going to say it's a superpower, and then we're going to play it. 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's a good time because we actually do control weakness. Just looking at the combinations of things here I need to trigger things. 7, 8 is going to trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. And we'll just stop there. 9, 10. Look at the top card. I may destroy it. I will not. We do get to 11, 12, though, because of Kendra Saunders. We'll get Dionysium. Bringing us down to 8. I really don't want to destroy Fulcrum Abominus. It's the entire plan built around Raven. But, you know, we've got so much going on here that we don't really have to worry about the plan, I think. We're going to be just fine, assuming I can get a 5-cost card out there. Or a different 7. Please, a different 7. I don't know how many 7-cost cards there are, but I don't know if there's enough of them. One could be coming up soon. Or that I even have one in my hand. I don't think I have any other ones that I own. So it would have to come out of the main deck. And we know T-Spheres is coming this turn. All right, we got 4s and 3s. We'll put Phantom Zone Projector out there. We're going to start with the Flash drawing a card, and that triggers the Flash to draw another card. 2 power, drawing a card. Gotta play this. Give him the 3 power Superman, triggering Batman. We'll leave that there. 4, 5, and we destroy that. Triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 6, 7 triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We use Electrum to put this back into my hand. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that does trigger Raven, but we have no superpowers over here to put in our hand. 13, we're going to go ahead and use Mr. Terrific's ability to put a weakness in hand to draw 2 cards. Gotta play said weakness for 14. Using Batman here, leave that there. 15, 16 for destroying that. 17, draw a card. Look at these two. We'll put Nth Metal in our hand. 21. We can gain a card from the lineup. We'll go ahead and gain Phantom Zone Projector back. With our 17 power, I don't know if there's anything I want to buy. We'll get 1 breakthrough. We spent like 2 that turn, so that might be a good strategy. Every time I use 2, buy 1 more. I should balance things out. 1 card comes out. We have to add a card from our hand. I think we're going to add Mr. Terrific, which is going to end this when we destroy a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 cost card. That is the end of Final Countdown. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate it ended that way because I really wanted a different 7 cost card to go. But I just don't know if there are any. And now it's just us and the Joker before the final villain. So we are just about there. And we're going to start with Power of the Red, discarding these 2 cards to draw 2 new cards. And then Detective Chimp looks at the top 3 cards here. We'll leave them all there. So we're at 1 power. I think that's all we're going to really get, though. 2, 3. Actually, you know what? 1 power. Let's use Mr. Terrific. Get a weakness into our hand to draw 2 cards. 2 power by Superman. And then Batman looks here. We will destroy this, which does trigger Deathstroke to draw a card. 3, 4 for weakness. 5, 6. I can destroy a card on my discard pile. Don't play that yet. 4 power, so go back to 4. Play a top card of our deck. 5, 6. Okay, so we're at 6 power. That is 2 superpowers for Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So we're at 6. Seven with Aquaman. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's enough to get rid of Joker, which gets us a new hero, which is Cyborg. +1 for each metal card we control. Cool. And we do get 2 weaknesses, but we follow that up with 12, 13, actually just 3, 4 because of Cyborg, and we get to destroy a weakness. We have 4 power. There's 2 left. We'll get Carter Hall's Journal because that's really useful at this stage of the game. In fact, any stage of any Crisis game, that's useful. And we gained 2 weaknesses, but we destroyed 1 right away, so that's really good. All right, our almost final Crisis. We have 2 left. Collapsing Parallel Worlds. There it is, and that's why we got Signature Trenchcoat out there. Each player places all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card. Remove this Crisis when there are 10 cards under this card. Then 1 player destroys his deck and discard pile. The card under this Crisis becomes his new deck. New villain. Sinestro. Each player puts all heroes from his hand into the lineup. So that's Animal Man here, which is fine. That's a good one to have for Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Other than that, that's okay. Alright, new card comes out. It is a villain. We're going to start with Quiver of Arrows. Looking at the top card. We'll leave it there. 1 power and draw a card. We're going to use that now to trigger Wonder Woman drawing 2 cards. Discard this and this. So we're at 1 power, and that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card anyway. 2 power, triggering Batman. I'll look here. We will destroy that. I'm going to start destroying a lot of things, honestly. Reveal these two. Put a breakthrough in. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, we should have used Deathstroke to draw a card. Then use this to look at these two. I'll put a weakness in hand, and we will destroy a breakthrough. So we're still at 1 power. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. No, leave the weakness. Don't destroy the weakness. Okay, I got it. We're destroying the weakness, keeping the breakthrough. I don't know why I was thinking otherwise. All right, so we're only at 1 power. Sorry, 2 power. 3/4 when I destroy this weakness. 8 and draw a card. Let's use magic on Quiver of Arrows. Leave that there. 9, 10, 11. What else do I have access to? 12 of Aquaman. Let's use Mr. Terrific. We'll get a weakness in hand and draw 2 cards. 13 because of Superman. And then Batman, what you got? No, not going to destroy that. 14, 15 when we destroy that weakness. This is why we bought all those breakthroughs. 16 triggers the Flash to draw a card. 17, 18, 19. Draw another card, and we'll total that up at the end. Ooh. 20 with Superman, use Batman. We won't destroy that. And then this gets +1 for all the other equipment and metal cards. 21, 22, 23. That's enough to get Baby Darkseid, leaving us with 20. Signature Trenchcoat, leaving us with 16. Power of the Red, leaving us with 12. T-Spheres, leaving us with 8. Animal Man, leaving us with 4. Oh, we can get the Ra and end this? What will we keep? I mean, it's a pretty good stuff to keep, but we already know there's an 8th Metal Sunblade here we won't get back. And a bunch of other stuff, really. This is what we would keep. We would keep a weakness of all things. Let's not end this yet. Let's keep going. Yeah, we'll go on to the next turn. Not much better, but we can make this work. I'd rather have Lady Blackhawk anyway, so that's better. We'll start with Search the Depths, look at the bottom card. Yeah, we will discard that. Now we're going to do everything we can to go as far as we can with this deck. And then we're going to go Search the Depths again. Come on. It's going to be the last turn with this deck, so let's get something good here. We're at 4 power, and we're searching the depths. Look at the bottom card. Detective Chimp, we'll discard him. Let's go ahead. Oh, wait, before we go any further, we're going to use Wonder Woman's ability to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard a weakness and a breakthrough. So 4, 5 power with Aquaman so far. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Cyborg. Reveal these 4 cards. Wait, hold on. Actually, before we do that, that was going to trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 from this Aquaman, 10 from Cyborg, 8th Metal Sunblade. That's pretty good. 11, 12, 13. Let's get rid of Lady Blackhawk. Hold on, before I do that, is there anything else I can do? No, there's not. We'll get rid of Lady Blackhawk, which is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought we were all the way there. I was wrong. 13 minus 4. Nope. 13. That's another 9. It's at least 5. And we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still have 3 cards to go. All right, we're not nearly as close as I thought we were. Okay, if that's the case, these cards aren't going to accomplish anything this turn. We'll just keep going. Gotta cycle through this deck, destroy everything I can out of it. Everything. Okay, start with John Constantine, revealing these 2 cards. We'll draw the Flash. Leave Killer Frost there. That is going to trigger House of Mystery to draw a card. Then we play the Flash, drawing a card, which triggers the Flash to draw another card. And we're at what? 2 power now. 3, 4, we can destroy a card over here. That's a goodbye to this weakness. 5 and draw a card. Get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're at 0 power. We're gonna use Mr. Terrific to put a weakness in hand and draw 2 cards. 1, trigger Batman to look here. We will not, we will destroy that. 2, 3, when we destroy this weakness. Destroying a card for Deathstroke, drawing a card. 7, drawing a card. I know I'm going fast. I'm just trying to get as much done as I can. We can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Actually, before we do that, let's trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. There we go. And then, wow, no, we'll do John Constantine. Looking at these 2. Draw Electrum, destroy this weakness. Use Electrum to put a hero, villain, or metal card into our hand. I'm doing literally everything I can to just get as much power going. 8th Metal Sunblade, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just thinning this deck out as quickly as I can. This gets discarded. The rest goes into my hand. 3 power here. I'm not even worried about power right now. I'm just trying to do things. So this triggers Raven, which allows me to put a superpower into my hand. We have any kind of superpower that destroys stuff. We have Search the Depths. Let's do Search the Depths. Look at the bottom card. Put it on top or discard it. Oh, we'll put you on top. Then we're going to draw a card. Let's draw another card. 2 and draw another card. Play the top card of the main deck. 3. I mean, the power doesn't matter. Did I use everyone's ability? I used Batman, Flash. Kendra Saunders doesn't really do anything for us, right? What we're working on right now. Okay, well, end of Carter Hall's journal then. Putting a card on top of our deck. That'll be... I really like the use of Search the Depths, so we'll do that. Ideally, though, it would be something like 8th Metal Sunblade. That's what you really want there. So I think we're at 8 of 10, so I think there's still 2 turns left. And we'll keep doing what I just did to just keep thinning the deck out and play as many cards as possible in the hopes that when we beat Collapse in Parallel Worlds, we destroy as few cards as possible, or at least just destroy the ones that we wouldn't mind losing. New card comes out. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we still have another card turn after this. We're going to start Search the Depths, looking at the bottom card. We'll discard Speed Force. That's fine. We'll use Animal Man and say Hero. No, it's an equipment. We'll use Magic on Animal Man and say it's an equipment. We're at 2, 4, 6. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 12 here. Can't trigger any more abilities. I really want to trigger abilities, but that's it. Can't do anything more than that. These all go here. So there's one more card to add. Looks like it's going to be Speed Force. What can we do this turn to just maximize things? Okay, this is a good start. I like this. We're going to start with John Constantine, looking at these 2 cards. We're going to draw Lady Blackhawk and destroy Search the Depths. Destroying a card does trigger Deathstroke to draw a card. Follow that up. That's in my discard pile here. We'll follow that up with Escape. So that's 1 power. But it's a defense card triggering the Flash to draw a card. Yeah, that's... Oh, you know what? No. John Constantine would have triggered House of Mystery to draw a card. This still triggers the Flash to draw a card. Okay. So we're at 1 power. 5 power, and that's going to trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. What do we want to discard? Definitely Captain Atom. Don't need him. And I think we can say goodbye to Bow Staff also. 6 and draw a card. I know I'm going slow. I'm just really trying to keep track. So 7 with Cyborg. Eight, 9, 10, 11 with Cyborg. 14, 15 of Cyborg. And those 2 villains allow us to put a superpower into our hand. Search the Depths. 16, 17 looks at the bottom. Put that on top, sure. We do have 18 because of Aquaman. Electrum is going to put a hero, villain, or metal card in my hand. I think we're at 18. Maybe it was lower. Maybe it was like, we'll just start at 11 because I'm not actually sure. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We also have enough heroes now to get to 17, 18 here. 19, 20, I can destroy a card over here. Yeah, we're not going to need Captain Atom. He's not going anywhere. We're going to use this to discard Phantom Zone Projector and draw a card. 24, draw a card. 25, 26, 27. I mean, that's a pretty good collection of cards. We do have Nth Metal Mace. We are losing 8th Metal Sunblade, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. Yeah, we're going to end this. This is our new deck. Let's just look through some of the things we lost real fast. Oh, that card we bought was 3, so I still have 17 left, which is enough to get rid of Sinestro. Which would get us 2 weaknesses. So 20 minus 3 is 17. He costs 10, so I have 7 left over, which we'll use to get 2 breakthroughs. So what do we lose? This is what we gained. This is what we lost. Bunch of breakthroughs. I'm just going to put those in like a separate pile there. 8th Metal Sunblade, I'd say, is the biggest loss because we just cannot get that back. But the rest of it, we can get a lot of this back. That's really good news. Yeah, okay, we'll put that here for stuff we will work on getting back. And we kept a good amount of cards, because we played a lot of cards this turn. Put this aside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we beat that crisis. So we have a final crisis and a final villain ahead of us. Here we go. Oh, and because we did that, we do get to rescue the last character here, which is, Dr. Fate. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more heroes and or equipment, put up to 3 cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Very cool. We have no defense in hand, but there's no attack from this final villain. Whenever a hero enters the lineup, each player puts a weakness on top of his stack. And then we put 2 cards out per turn. All right, 1 card, 2 card. No heroes, so that's fine. Challenger Mountain hits the board, so we get what? We get to draw a card the first time we play a metal card. We get a card from the destroyed pile. That's going to be another signature trenchcoat, just balancing things out. Let's go with Animal Man. 2 power, we'll say superpower. No. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Cyborg. Triggers Challenger Mountain to draw a card. We'll get the Rot down. Another location out of the way. 6. How do I want to handle this? Let's use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards. Gotta play the weakness, which gets us to 7. Because it's Superman, but uses Batman to look here. We will destroy this. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 8, 9. Now that triggers Raven to put a superpower into our hand. $13, and each player draws a card. That's good. 13, each player draws a card. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18 when I destroy that weakness. $19, if I buy set 2 cards in the lineup, I get to draw 2 cards. We're going to buy both cards in the lineup, leaving us with 19 minus 8 leaves us with 11, and we can draw 2 cards. And was that our first 5-cost card? Technically Hyper Time was, but we haven't done House of Mystery yet, so we can draw a card. So we're at 11. We're going to use Power of the Red to discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. And then we have enough to trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Ooh. Guess we'll discard these 2. 12 triggers Superman to look. I'm sorry, and then triggers Batman to look here. 13 when we 13, 14 when we destroy that. And we get a card from the destroy pile. Can't be 8th Metal Sunblade. I wish it could. We get Killer Frost to keep using Raven's ability. With our 14 power, I'm going to buy 3 breakthroughs. Sorry, I can only afford 2. No, I can afford 3. What am I talking about? So I could have beat that, obviously. I could end this. I had a weakness in there. I have like this little dream of that I'm going to get rid of them. So I'm just going to keep going until I have no weaknesses. Because I've got plenty of room in the main deck. I'm good. So 2 cards per turn. That's 1 hero. That means a weakness goes on top of our deck. Okay. We're going to start with John Constantine, looking at the top 2 cards here. Put Electrum in our hand, destroy the weakness. Now destroying triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Now that also is going to trigger House of Mystery to draw another card. So now we're at 1 power and drawing another card. And we can put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. We're going to Dionysium because I see there's only one weakness in my entire discard pile. So we're at 1 power. Yeah, we played a metal card, so that's 2/3, and we can destroy a card. We're going to destroy that weakness, so there's now no more weaknesses, at least at our disposal. 3, 6, 7 with Cyborg. Let's do Wonder Woman's ability. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Could draw a card. Oh, there we go. Discard that and discard this. That's good. So we're at 7. 11, because that triggers the flash to draw a card. 12, 13. Look at the bottom card. We can put it on top or draw a card. We will discard it. Sorry, put it on top or discard a card. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, because of Kendra Saunders and our 2 heroes. 21, 22 triggers Raven there to get a superpower in hand. That'll be a Power of the Red, which we will play. So I think we're at 19, 23, and draw a card. 425, say equipment? No, that's okay. We're there. I mean, he's what, 13? He costs 15 right now? We're there. I was just trying to see how far I could go there. I like doing that in the last turn. We thinned the deck out pretty good there during that collapsing pair. Oh, wait, we never dealt with the crisis. We didn't even deal with whatever the final crisis is, so we're not actually done. I wasted my turn. Instead, we will go ahead and buy this and move on. I can't believe that. Legion of Doom. Maybe I wouldn't even be able to buy it, so we'll just not even consider it. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck in the lineup. I can't believe I did that. I went all the way through all that trouble and didn't even do the crisis. All right, I have to do 2 cards for the turn as well. No heroes enter the lineup. That's cool. Hero cards lose all attacks and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a hero in hand. I have no heroes in hand. So we're going to have to get through this. I cannot believe I did that. That's embarrassing. Sorry, folks. Mistakes happen. All right, so I have to get rid of Rabid Robin before I end this anyway. I'll go with Killer Frost 1 and draw a card. +3 gets us to 4. 5, and if we buy a card in the lineup, we can draw 2 cards. So we'll get Rabid Robin, which does get us a weakness. And I have, 5? I have 3 left over. We'll get Prometheum, which allows us to draw 2 cards. I'm going to play these 2 together. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That triggers Raven to put a superpower into my hand. Probably Hyper Time. Yep. 15, I can draw a card. Wait, before we do that, hold on. Before we play that, we're at 11. Put a card on top of our deck. I guess it's Animal Man. Yeah, Animal Man goes on top of our deck. +4 is 15. Grab it. Give it to Legion of Doom. Ending Legion of Doom. Back to 15. We get a card from the destroyed pile. Let's get Steel. 16, 17. Okay. Go ahead and buy Element X. And we'll get Mr. Terrific. Okay. Still have one weakness in there. So after all that, I forgot the crisis. I got rid of all the weaknesses I had. I still had a crisis pop up on me. So I have to get rid of the weakness. I cannot believe I forgot that crisis. That's insane to me. It's happened a few times on stream now. I don't know what happens. I get distracted, I guess. Sorry about that. New card comes out. Second card. Adds a heroes as a weakness on top of my deck. Okay. Well, we're going to get 1 power from Escape, but it's also going to trigger the Flash to draw a card. 2 power when I play this weakness, triggering Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. 3/4 destroys that weakness. And that triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 5, 6, 7 triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard T-Spheres, and we'll discard Onamar Sin. 11 and draw a card. 12, 13, we can destroy a card. We don't need T-Spheres. We get a card from the destroyed pile. Get Magic. And 14, 15 total. We'll get Cyborg 1 million. We'll get all these 5-cost cards. Boom. A new card comes out. That's a hero, so that's a weakness on top of my deck. And then another one comes out. Not a hero, so that's good. Man, how rough is this? Let's start with Carter Hall's Journal, putting the card of our choice on top of our deck. Follow that up with Electrum, putting a hero, villain, or metal card into our hand. That's going to trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. What to discard here? I guess we'll discard Onamar Sin. Oh, and Weakness. Perfect. No, we'll discard Weakness and Cyborg 1 million. Perfect. Okay, so I don't remember where we are power-wise. I don't think we have any power right now. Oh, wait, no, this is the metal card, so that's 1 power. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, and we can destroy a card, so that's the end of this, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I can draw a card. We'll total the points for that at the end. 10, 11, look here, we may destroy it. I will not. That triggers House of Mystery to draw a card. Oh, we forgot Challenger Mountain, which can draw a card. I think that's 12 and draw a card. Look at these two. Put this in hand, destroy this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, and 18, 19 because of Cyborg. I mean, we're there. We have enough power. 2021, I don't have to use Power of the Red. I think that's good. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to end that there. I think I got all the weaknesses. Oh, I had one weakness still. That's okay. We'll end with one weakness. I didn't realize that. I got real distracted at the end there. I thought I was there. I thought I had it and had to like restart because I beat the crisis and wow. Yeah, I don't know what happened at the end there, but thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through that, I guess. This is the third and final attempt. That's the final round of all of Season 10 of the Solo Crisis League. I'm really proud that we got through 10 seasons. I'm looking forward to more. If you don't know what the Solo Crisis League is, there's a link below to learn more about it. But basically, it's a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its various Crisis expansions. That we compete by all playing the same setup, but you get ranked by like how many cards are left in the main deck and how many weaknesses you had in your deck. Like my one here today. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. There's a link below if you want to learn more about it. If you want to support those efforts because you're here because of the league, or if you enjoy the videos and you want to support that, there's a few ways you can do that. You can check out the Etsy store where you got things like the official league mat. Ta-da! I like playing on it. It's nice for solo players because you have the lineup area, but also a solo play space. We also have stickers and pins and all sorts of fun stuff. So definitely check that stuff out if you're interested. If you're interested in those things, but you want to do something else, get a little bit more out of the leagues or the videos or whatever, check out the Patreon where you get things like mid-round results, sneak peeks of upcoming rounds, and members-only rounds between seasons, as well as you get physical merchandise every few months shipped to you. There's a predetermined list of like stickers and pins and the playmat eventually. As long as you stick at the hero level, you do get those things gradually shipped to you. I do want to thank our most recent members. We've got Soda Cracker and Mark VM. Both of you are members of the Solo Champions League. There we use the Marvel Champions instead of the DC deck building game. That's a lot of fun too. So thank you two. I really appreciate you joining. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself enough. I know Soda Cracker's got his whole family involved. Mark VM's been looking forward to this season for a while. He's been really active in the Discord. I really thank all of you. Thank you for playing. And I'm looking forward to Season 11 of the Solo Crisis League and continuing Season 10 of the Solo Champions League. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for watching. You have a good night.